Check out some of these things that dog owners buy. All kinds of products so that their dogs can urinate and defecate in their house. So we got some grass. This grass is hydroponically grown in California, and then you can buy it and it comes to your house, and then your dog can just poop and pee right there in your house and it'll get stored. And then you can just throw it in the landfill. Look at this review. It says it's okay for a week, then it stinks and she won't use it but eats the corners. So the dog poops and pees on this for a week and then it stinks. Duh. And then the dog eats it. The dog is eating the urine soaked grass. Why would you want something like that in your home? How can you be like earth friendly, go green, reduce, reuse, recycle? How much water is used to grow these sod things? They come to your house in a cardboard box. Meanwhile, we make it hard for small farmers to get water rights to grow garlic and blueberries or raise cattle to feed their fellow humans. This thing is called Fresh Patch. It's sod. This is literally like sod that you would buy to put in your yard, but it comes in a cardboard box. You put it in your house, and then it's a toilet for your dog. And then once it's stinky enough, then you can just throw it in the garbage. They have these little things. It has a tray on the bottom, like something from the kitchen that would store grease. Your dog pees on it, and then it stores the pee. So you can go dump it down the sink or the drain or whatever. Just like this one over here, but it comes with pads that you just throw away. People are buying these by the hundreds and thousands. So how many homes out there are just full of evaporated urine particles, evaporated feces particles, because apartments are full of these type of things. So we got a washable pad that's super absorbent, so your dog can piss on it all day and you don't have to worry about it. So I like to go look at the pictures that these dog owners post. So this is somebody's kitchen. So they buy these pads that can absorb urine and feces and diarrhea, and they put it in their kitchen. Why do you want that in your kitchen? This is absolutely nasty. And these people that are filling their house with all this nasty stuff, storing feces in their house, these are the people that are dispensing your prescription medications. These are the people that are handling your kids at school and daycare, people that are serving your food. Their bodies and clothing are sitting there getting the evaporates of all of this piss and everything else that they're storing in their house. These pads, yeah, they absorb a lot, but they're going to dry out as they sit in the house, which means all of the particulate matter from that urine is in the air and it's going to stick to something in your house. Your gloves, your shoes, your spatula that you have hanging, all of the clothing that you wear out at your job. There's no way that this can even be sanitary. So a lot of these urine collection devices is for dogs that are like way past their prime. An 80-pound German Shepherd, I believe it's 16 years old, they say in here somewhere. It has a bladder problem and urinates all over the place. So they're just super happy that they got this. So now they can collect the urine so much easier. The urine smell is removed, absorbency remains good, and all seams are intact. So these blankets get full of poop, barf, urine, all of the nasty excrements that dogs produce. They go into the wash machine, and then they go into the city drain system. If you want to rent an apartment or rent a house, you have to pay for water and sewage. But yet, all of these dog owners, they're allowed to tax the water and sewage system further with all of this nasty waste that just goes right into the city sewer system via their wash machines. Or if they go to laundromats, now the laundromats are full of all these nasty feces particles and stuff from dogs. And feces is not good. Feces is very bad for you. Diarrhea and many other things come from the parasites and germs that are in dog feces. Dog owners even buy a bottle of spray so they can spray it in their house so the dog will know to pee and poop in their house. Go here attractant. 4,000 plus bought in the last month. So, what kind of chemicals and processing goes into making this nasty stuff? Pheromones and urine particles so the dog can sniff it. This is absolutely gross. There's no way that you can be a person that is promoting climate change or lower carbon footprint without paying attention to the massive amount of products that go into these dogs. How about these disposable pads? These things sell by the millions. This specific one, 800 bought in the last month, 75 count. So 800 times 75 pads full of dog hair, urine, diarrhea, barf, food particles, everything else, right into your landfill, right into the garbage, the city garbage. You have to pay for garbage and sewage if you live in a house. For the garbage truck to come and collect your stuff, you got to pay. And so look at this. You are paying for all these people to fill the landfills with these disposable pads. And most of these things come from overseas. So they come over on a boat in a container. They go to the Amazon warehouse or the Petco warehouse. And all of that comes with emissions, oil usage, everything else that people talk about when they say we got to save our green spaces and stop polluting the natural world. Well, you better pay attention to all the stuff you're doing with dogs. It used to be, like, I remember as a kid, the adults would often say, if you don't have a yard, if you don't have the time for a dog, then you shouldn't get a dog. Like having a dog up in a tiny apartment where you leave for work and the dog just fills your apartment with urine and poop, that was really looked down upon. Nowadays, it's like, it's cool. I'll just get one of these special things. Like some of these have a tray at the bottom so your dog can, the excrement will fall through, and then maybe later on you can go dump it down the sink or the toilet or whatever, further taxing the infrastructure of waste removal in your city. I mean, just as an example, Amazon Basics dog and puppy pee pads, 50K in the last month. So these things are literally filling your landfill with feces and excrement filled uh, diapers that go on the floor. And how many houses and apartments that have little kids have these all over the place, and those little kids are breathing in urine particles, feces particles, and then we wonder why our kids have such bad diarrhea problems or digestion problems or allergy problems. All of those particles that evaporate off of these, they go right to your eyeballs, right into your nose, and then, oh, I got bad allergies. I just don't understand why I have allergies all the time. Well, maybe you got one of these nasty things in your house. You ever wonder why, if you go to, say, like a park, the dogs are constantly pissing on plants? Well, people buy fake plants to put in their house to let their dogs piss on them. And then you go to like a motel lobby or a restaurant and you see these dogs beelining it for planted pots and planted potted plants, and trying to piss on them. Well, the dog owners are at home training their dogs to pee on plants, people's gardens, people's yards. Dogs are basically being trained that it's okay. It's okay to just piss wherever you want. If you got $328, you can buy this gigantic dog potty, and it got a fire hydrant on it. You can even get a little stick-on one. Just stick it wherever you want in the house. You can have just a little urine reservoir on your wall or somewhere else. Like, how many people do you think have these like in their bedrooms? It's bad enough you have it in the kitchen where you cook your food. But damn. You can even get yourself a little wall gadget so you can hang the pee blanket on the wall. Basically training your dog that it's okay to pee on the wall. All of these people that buy these products, when they take their dogs to pet-friendly motels, the dogs are running around thinking it's okay to piss on the plants, piss on the wall, piss on the posters, piss on the side of the bed, because that's how you're training them. You're training these dogs that every little corner of the house is their little place to take a dump or take a piss. It's absolutely gross. So there you have it. Some of the stupid products that these dog owners will buy. And what do you guys think about all this? Seems like seems like we should be putting our technology and inventions and marketing into something better than storing urine and feces inside of our house.